And I'm really pleased that we'll be able to focus on sharing tips and hints and techniques as we continue. And so hopefully we'll see you there.
Good afternoon. Do you know, I always have to look at the clock for this show because I never know whether I'm in the morning or the afternoon. The day is flying by, but it's great to have your company. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you're well. We have the lovely Sarah Davis and the one-day special. Oh, my word, we are very busy. 70% of the stock has already gone.
And if it goes in this hour, then at 5 o'clock we'll have to go to some contingency because when this stock's gone, there's no wild stocks nest, there's no backup, there's no nothing else. This is all because we did this kit specifically for this ODS.
Yes, we did.
So this is your only chance to get it.
Well, let's talk about what you're getting and how much you're saving, because with this one-day special, you are saving £61.92 today. You can get it on 3 flexi-buy payments. So for £46.66 today, with your P&P, you will be able to get the following home right to your door, and then you'll be able to start making and creating. That usual price of £201.91. Oh, my goodness. Let's talk, first of all, of course, about that unrivaled pressure, about your Gemini Junior and why you want to get this home.
Well, the thing is, Janice, don't listen to us. Go and listen to the other 100,000 plus people all around the world who own a Gemini machine of sorts, whether it's the big one or the Junior. They both have the same pressure. They're both able to achieve the same results. What it means is people who are into die cutting, whether you're looking to do really intricate dies, or whether you're looking to cut multiple different materials with the dies you already own, you need pressure. The dies of today, the dies of 2018, 2019, demand pressure to cut them. If you're still working on an old manual hand crank machine, you need to move with the times. You need to get up with today's trends, today's technology, to be able to maximise on the innovation coming through in the market.
Yeah, that's right. So many new dies coming through, so many dies that you've got already that you can perhaps get out of your drawers and now use with other materials, making this your mixed media machine, your multimedia machine, allowing you to cut through corkboard, allowing you to cut through metal. Can you believe that? Through your tin metal, so you can recycle your cans of pop that you drink. It really is amazing. You'll see through the demonstrations that we're going to be giving you today why 70% of the stock has already gone. But it's not just the Gemini machine. You're getting, of course, the plates to go with it.
Well, the regular bundle that comes with the Gemini is this here. So you get the Gemini, you get all of the plates which will allow you to work all different brands and of dies that are out there. You also get a collection of really intricate dies and a 3D embossing folder. That's the starter kit that usually comes with the Gemini Junior. That's what you normally pay your £139.99 for. However, today what we've done is we've put this brand new collection together, and I'm going to show you it on the board here because it means a little bit more. If you've got a Gemini, you're going to be able to cut really intricate dies like our creator card. So we've done a 2-part creator card where you either get this style, or you can use just the corner part of the die twice over to cut this sort of beautiful effect. We also have the matching edgeable that goes with it. We have the matching accessories and words, the little pieces that tell the story. There's a whole collection of stamps that bundle in with this. A 3D embossing folder which has got your snowflake backgrounds. You see how some are in the foreground and some are in the background, Janice? That's your 3D embossing. Now, this is what we planned to be the show.
Yes.
We put this collection together to use them with your Gemini Junior exclusively to launch on this show. However, I looked at the show last week and I said, I want to stand on air and say to people that this is the best deal we've done worldwide.
Yes.
This is the best deal that we've put together. So we've put together, not only have you got the Gemini and that bundle, but I looked on the show at some of my other favourite things and I picked a couple of the stamp and die sets as well and included them in 2. So that £61.92 is essentially all of these bonus extras that come in when you pay just the regular price for the machine.
It really is an incredible deal. And then when you think about the plates that you can get, and you can buy these separately if you want to. We'll bring the details up for them.
We've sold loads today of these.
Yes.
Do you know why it is, Janice? Because these plates, can you see, they're going to fit this way in your junior, right? However, if you have a big Gemini, they turn around and they go this way in your big Gemini.
Yes.
So everyone who has a big Gemini should all buy a set of the junior plates, because they're like the half-size plates that will go through your Gemini. And what I would say is, there it is on the screen, $39.94. If you were going to be if you're one of the people that's thinking about getting those plates today, just think about it this way. You're going to spend $39.94. You've just decided to do that.
Yes.
I know you love my new collection of winter dies, the 3D folder, the dies, the stamps, everything that matches. Say you were going to spend the $61.92 on that collection, right? Your price of your one day special, less $39.94, less the $61.92. The difference is what you're paying for your junior. The difference is only £38.13.
It's a great deal, isn't it?
$38.13.
If you are thinking about getting this for Christmas, get this, but start using it before Christmas.
Yes.
If you do want to get it as a gift for somebody and wrap it up, then that's fabulous. Maybe you get them the Gemini Junior and you're keeping all the other goodies. Maybe you're going to give all the other goodies away and keep the Gemini Junior for yourself. However you're going to do it, look at that price. 3 payments today, interest-free. We'll take the first payment today plus your P&P. Unless you are a Freedom member, of course, then your P&P is included. And then we'll take the next payment in 4 weeks' time, and the next payment 4 weeks after that. It'll be paid off before Christmas, but it's interest-free, and it means you get what you want when you want it, and you get a great deal like this. So, very, very busy for the one-day special, 167,172. Now, the plates on their own, over 70% of the stock has gone, and the details for those are at the bottom of your screen. It is flying out. Right, let's take a look at the features of your Gemini Junior.
Introducing the Gemini Junior, a powerful, versatile and compact electronic die-cutting and embossing machine from Crafter's Companion. Its industry-leading high-pressure system means this little machine delivers fantastic results from intricate dies and folders, all at a touch of a button. This compact yet powerful machine has a platform size of 6 inches by 8.9 inches, which provide for edge-to-edge cutting of half US letter and A5 size with thin metal dies, allowing you to cut materials such as thin cardstock, vinyl, craft metal and fabric. No cranking needed, as it will move the plates through automatically and quickly. Spend less time on preparation and more time on inspiration. The Gemini Junior has optical switches, making it hands-free and fully automated, with a built-in auto-reverse function for protection. It's easy to use, so you're always in control. Perfect for any crafter wanting to start their journey into die cutting and embossing. Its compact design makes it a superb addition to any craft workspace, perfect for anyone short of space. It has built-in handholds, meaning you can easily take it anywhere. The Gemini Junior is a universal die-cutting and embossing machine that works with many brands of thin metal dies and embossing folders. All of the platforms that you need come included in the box, as well as a thick rubber embossing mat for intricate detail work on your dual-purpose cut and emboss dies. The addition of the metal cutting plate allows you to cut intricate dies in a single pass through the machine and enables you to cut multiple layers of fabric. In the box you'll receive the machine, a 6-piece metal die set and a 3D embossing folder to get you started. Powerful, compact and versatile. Gemini Junior, the electronic die cutting and embossing machine made by crafters for crafters.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
So awesome. And the thing is, don't take our word for it. Go on the website. Have a look at all the reviews. Heck, go on any website, have a look at all the reviews. People just say over and over again, it's awesome. The fact that we've had tons of people email in and say, I've got the big one and the junior and the Go. People like to collect the family. if it wasn't as good as what we're saying it is, people wouldn't be buying them as presents for other people. They wouldn't be buying second ones to have at home. They wouldn't be buying one to take away to the caravan with them in a weekend. It literally is that. Don't believe what I say, because I know you think, oh, well, it can't quite be like how she says it on TV. Go and listen to real people and what they have to say.
Yeah, let me just read out this email before we tell you about the happy hour deal, because this is brilliant. It says, this comes to us from Jean. She says, I'm one of those idiots who didn't get a Gemini right away. I bought the Junior when it first came out, and oh my goodness, what a difference it made to my crafting. I don't worry about it not cutting first time, or if I'm going to have to shim it to death. I love that. My little machine does it first time, all the time. I love it, love it, love it. Keep inventing, Sarah. Thanks for all the bargains. Loves and hugs from Jean. That's from Jean.
Thank you, Jean. Loves and hugs right back at you through the TV.
Thank you so much for that. Now, we do have a happy hour deal. Yes, we do. Yes. Let's take a look at this, because the price will be going back up at the top of the hour. So you've got 15 minutes and 9 seconds left to get hold of this. It is. You're
£10.
Yeah, you're saving £16 on this. Usual price of £25.97. We'll be going back up to that price at the top of the hour. Wow, just get this in your basket. £9.97, 259 462. This is a fabulous set of dies. I love the Scandinavian Christmas collection. I really do.
Can you see the bird and with the two ones with the birds in? They're mixed media. They're your thicker mixed media dies.
And it's more than Christmas. You could use those throughout the year.
I'm going to go and pinch one of those later and try and cut some into mount board to show you can be doing your own Christmas decorations.
Oh, let's do it.
For under a tenner.
That's amazing.
You've got to get
the price is going to go back up at the top of the hour. That is a happy hour deal for this hour only. Wow, I don't think that's going to last. Right.
Right, go on. Right back to the beginning. I love doing Gemini shows because it's always that moment of amazement where you think, is it really going to do that? And two reasons why you need a Gemini.
Yep.
Both connected to the pressure. You can either use that pressure to cut really intricate dies or to cut different materials with the dies you already have. So let's start with an intricate die, right? This is what we mean when we say intricate. If you imagine this was the rollers going as it was coming through, and you count along there how many cutting points. Now, we counted it in the earlier show, Janice. We reckon there's about 40 cutting points on this die. So here's how die cutting works, okay? The pressure in the machine, you've got the pressure coming through and it's getting split over 40 cutting points.
Yep.
Back in the day, when dies first came out, they were all like, you know, nested shapes. So say you had like a nice nestability. You're asking that machine to cut twice. It's only got 2 cutting points, if it's a square or a circle or whatever. So all that pressure gets split over 2. So the pressure in a hand crank machine was more than adequate to split over 2 points. It just isn't adequate to split over 40 points. And all that happens is the ones near the sides of the rollers cut fine. You get into the middle and it misses stuff, right? So watch what happens when I pop this in here. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to pop it over some regular cardstock. I always like to tilt it a tiny little bit going into the machine so that as it starts to meet, you don't get a clunk all of a sudden. It kind of eases its way in. Now, the sandwich that we do, I'm using the metal plate because it's an intricate die. I'm then adding the clear embossing plate, the magnetic plate and the top plate, right? And then that is just literally going to offer into the machine. The machine has an optical sensor and a mechanical sensor, so it senses, it says, right boys, we're up, feed it through. It feeds through. Once it comes out the other end, it literally cuts out.
And that's the way it's going to give you more time to do what you love, and that's your crafting, because the machine does it all for you. You don't need to stand up and crank and then pull it back. And that's why we are approaching 3/4 of the stock gone. Please do check out your basket. We want you to get hold of this. Remember, people can buy between the hours if we've got any left at the end of the hour. So the thing is, if it's in your basket, check out, relax, then watch the show, watch the demonstrations.
Right. I've once through to cut it. Then if you were watching, I did the sandwich to emboss. Now, all I do is pop those little bits out, and literally, when I lift this off now, there is not a single piece has been missed in that whole die. Right? And this was through a mirror card, not just any sound card. This was through mirror card, and every little piece is cut. I haven't had to sit and poke them through, Janice. I haven't had to send it through. I haven't had to shim it up. I haven't had to... Nothing.
It's easy, isn't it? And what about the butterflies? Show us the butterflies.
Isn't that lovely?
Love
she
that.
loves the little details. So these are all cut in detail, but look at the embossing that you've got on there. Beautiful detailed embossing. Now, if you've got a lot of dies like this in your collection, I know how frustrated you will be sending it through, turning it round. What's that lady? Shimming it to death. You do. You stick card after card after card. Or when they say the plate's got a hot spot and put some in, it's not. It just hasn't got the pressure to cope with it.
Yeah.
The Gemini has the pressure to cope with whatever you throw at it.
Now, what I love about
dyes, tonics, Dawn's coming up later with hers, Chloe's on later with hers. They all use the Gemini machines because they know they can all cope beautifully.
Exactly, especially when they're on live TV. The demos have got to go right, so they use their Gemini. Now, what I love about this as well is that the footprint of it, it's small.
Yeah.
But it's powerful. It means it's going to give you more elbow room in your crafting area. It means it's easier to take with you to your craft classes, for example, or if you're teaching. But you've also got the capability, if your craft room is quite small, you don't have to send the plates all the way through. You can stop and then send them back because you've got that functionality there. It's all been thought about. Maybe you're using die cutting machines and now you're finding it difficult to actually then stand up and start using the manual ones. It's getting a little bit more difficult. So maybe you've thought to yourself, I need to stop using die cutting machines.
Oh, don't.
Not anymore.
No.
Because with the Gemini Junior, you just offer the plates in and it takes them through. It is easy, it is simple, and that's why we are very, very busy.
Now, a couple of demos I love to do for people, right? This is a memory box die. It's one of Fiona's old ones that she's had for years, right? It's a really beautifully intricate die. Can you see how beautifully well that's embossed as well as die cut? But that's onto glitter card. Now, generally, if you had dies like this, you know, do you know what? A thin, kind of 180 gram paperish cardstock, if I'm lucky, if I'm going to push it, not a chance. You wouldn't even think about doing glitter card.
Yeah.
I mean, glitter card. Or, and the demo that I love to do all the time, right? We did it in the last show, Janice. Tim Holtz and his snowflakes. I don't think this, I'm down to the bottom bits of my skirt now. I don't know how much more I'll skirt. So we might not quite have a hole. But the thing is, I wanted you to see, this is real denim.
Yeah, it is.
This is not some papercraft stuff pretending to be denim. This is real denim, and we're going to cut it with a Tim Holtz thin metal die, which is about 12 years old, this die?
Yeah, I'd say
this die's
so.
Been around, yeah. I reckon it's certainly been around a good 7 or 8 days. It's not one of these deep dish mixed media or whatever. It's a regular papercraft die. Now, because it's a regular papercraft die, you're going to put your clear plate on. You're going to put your magnetic. We're going to put our top plate on, and off we go through.
Now, if you're thinking to yourself, oh, how am I going to remember all these combination of plates? All the information you need regarding that is going to be in the Gemini, in the box. So everything will talk you through. You've got the book that comes included. You'll pick it up in next to no time, and then you'll just be adding the different plates and different shims instantly without referring to the book.
I read a lovely tip the other day, you know. Someone said they'd cut this out, laminated it and stuck it on the top of the Gemini. And I thought, what a good idea. All you need to remember though is, right, 2 outside cutting plates. You always need the plastic one. If it's a thin metal die, you also need the magnetic, but if it's a mixed media one, you don't. And then if it's something intricate like a fabric, you're going to add on the metal. Now look at this. I have cut that Tim Holtz snowflake out of denim. You imagine doing these for little applique onto your bags. How many papercraft dies have you got that could be used for applique?
Well,
how much money have you spent on dies, even in the last 4 or 5 years, right? You don't have to answer that, by the way, especially not if your husband's in earshot. How much money have you spent? I'm not saying now, oh, the trend is using dyes in mixed media, so go and buy a ton more dyes. I'm saying invest in a machine, which, by the way, you pretty much would have been buying at some point in the next couple of years anyway.
Yes.
Everyone's going to upgrade to an electronic machine if you're not already there. Invest in that. Once you've got it, not only can you get more use out of all your intricate dyes, but you can be using all your dyes for fabrics and everything like that.
Yeah, you can. It is about that unrivaled pressure. Even if you've got one of the Gemini machines, the regular ones, this is going to enable you to take that with you when you go on holiday. Yeah. Have it on the go. Yes, there is the Gemini Go available as well, but this is going to give you the chance to just re-engage with all of those dyes that you've got in your drawers that perhaps you're not using anymore. It is about that unrivaled pressure which we've got here. Now, 3/4 of the stock has gone of your one-day special. 3/4. We're not even 20 minutes in to the 1 o'clock show. Yeah, this could be the show. Right, let's take a look at the happy hour deal because we do have that available. We are very busy, but you only have a limited time to get hold of this at this fantastic price of £9.97. Oh, my word. Saving £16. Use that saving, put it towards your one-day special. 41 minutes and 26 seconds left to get to your collection there of the Scandinavian Scandinavian dyes as well, and it is going to go up. And there is our lovely Sarah. She's going to show you now, just taking this off. There she is. Yes, we are. So Sarah's going to come in and she's going to use that particular dye in her next demo. There you go. Lovely. Excellent. We love Sarah Davis. We're going to use that, though, in the next demonstration. So if you do want to get hold of that one...
We're going to use that in the bloopers.
Yeah, we'll be using that in the bloopers. But if you do want to go for the happy hour deal, get it before Sarah takes it all away. Right, let's go back to your one-day special. Let's have a look at what you are getting. 167172, that's your item number. You can give us a call on 01733 60 2000, or you can come in on the website, which is, of course, the best way to buy from us, because you can select what you need and then check on out. It is available on FlexiBuy, which means you can split this cost over 3 payments, giving you the chance to have that interest-free payment. Now, your Gemini Junior, the regular deal that we've got for you with the Gemini Junior is to have the machine, the plates, and your embossing folder and your dies. Those normally the £139.99 deal that we do, which is fabulous. Now, this is a one-day special, and Sarah, the boss, has come on in, and she wants to give you more. Yes, and that's why you are getting over £60 worth of embossing folders, stamps and dies as well. Now, these are fabulous dies that are going to enable you to make and create some beautiful cards, whether you want to cut out the whole of the actual die, or whether you just want to cut out part of it, maybe use it as a card. For example, with your baubles, I'll just show you this. You can cut out just part of those baubles once they've been stamped. You can see that then that makes and creates a card, which is lovely. So you can open it up and you can have the other side there, and that can be cut as well. So that's a really nice card. Or it gives you a chance to cut the bauble out or just stamp it. So the choice is going to be yours in that particular set. So you're getting so much for your money. And that saving of £61.92 is an incredible deal. It really, really is. You can buy the plates separately if you want to, and we'll bring those details up on the bottom of the screen if you want to go for an extra set of plates. But if you want to go for this deal, I recommend you check out your baskets right now, because we are hotting up. We are getting very, very busy. 3/4 of the stock of the one-day special has gone. Please check out the reviews on the website and you'll see why so many people are loving their Gemini Junior. Here we go. We've got 5-star reviews. Great cutting machine. Lots in the bundle. Great quality. Well, there's even more in this bundle. Let's put it that way. You get your another 5-star review. First die cutter, very easy to use and store. It is. That is a really, really good point. Because if you don't take it on holiday with you, you need to store it somewhere, and this is going to be easy for you to do that. Another 5-star reviews. I have always used a hand-cranked machine, but now my projects are done in seconds. Excellent. This is giving you back time, and that time is precious when you're crafting, and you want more time for inspiration and not more time for cranking. So that's exactly what the Gemini Junior will do for you. Fabulous. Now, we do have more available for you on the show, and plenty of you are shopping ahead. So let's take a look at what else we can buy to add to our baskets.
Yes, well, what I did is, because I knew I was coming in for the day, I looked at my favourite couple of Christmas launches we've done recently and asked for them to be added onto this show at some really good prices. So, love these. I just had these on in Germany earlier this week, actually. This is where you get the stamp set and then the dies to go around the outside, okay? So it means that you can stamp the centre. So, for example, I'm going to bring in, here, look at this one here. Can you see how we've stamped that lovely set with the stockings, but then die cut around the outside of the stockings instead of having to cut it? Or you can die cut both sides if you just want to cut it out and make it into a topper. Now, in the set, you get the Santa Claus, you get the Christmas bells, you get the, I've shown you the stocking, which is the one that's in with your Gemini, but you also get the Christmas pudding, and this one's my favourite. This is the lovely edgeable, and I just think so many of you will be using it, whether it's on the side of your card, whether it's like an edgeable over the top part of your card, when you're cutting out and doing your snow flourishes. It looks lovely, especially I've seen Chloe's on tonight, and she's doing her lovely, she'll have a sparklicious on.
Oh yeah, gotta get it sparklicious.
That would work lovely with a sparklicious.
Oh, isn't that lovely?
And then there's the lovely bell. Shows you the cut on the left and the cutting on the right. But then also, just to do the mat and layer in the middle, I think Alison's done a fabulous job of this card, where you've even been able to cut around the outside of the mat and layer to go on it.
Amazing.
Isn't that a bit different?
Yeah, it is. You're saving £7.99 if you want to go for this, £23.97. But if you do want to add that to your one-day special, then of course that will be split into 3 equal payments for you. So it's a great way to buy. You can add all of this to your basket if you want to. Remember, if you're a Freedom member, then your delivery is included. Right, we're moving on because we've got more available for you. You might want this set as well.
Well, same sort of idea again, but this time you're getting the snowman. You're getting those lovely candles, the baubles, and look at that, you can stamp the baubles multiple times and make bigger pieces if you want, and that lovely poinsettia. And I think Christmas is just poinsettias. And my grandma used to have one every year. She used to have one on the kitchen table. She used to send me out to buy them for all my aunties and everything, and that was their Christmas present. She'd give them a poinsettia like in the middle of November, and it would run all the way through Christmas. And I just think, whenever I think of Christmas, I think of poinsettias, which is
definitely.
why in all the Christmas ranges we do, we always have a poinsettia.
Perfect.
Sarah loves it.
It is. It's lovely. It's a lovely image, and you can have this direct to your door. £23.97 plus your P&P, unless you're a Freedom member, of course, and then it's included. 965137 is your item number for that gorgeous set. Right, we've got another deal for you. I mean, this is fabulous because this works out as a 3 for 2.
It does work out as a 3 for 2, and it's quite clever. So what we've done is, this is the same sort of idea, but this time with dies. So can you see there? You've got the actual Christmas tree, then you've got the left cut die, and you've got the right cut die separate. So you can either cut it in, or you can cut it on, just like the card on the picture, just cut it on the left, or you can cut it out all together. You've got ultimate versatility. So in the set, you get the one with the Christmas tree, you get the one that has got the beautiful, like the floral, so that's got like your holly and ivy leaves in there as well. Look how intricate. You're just getting yourself a Gemini. I tell you what a good day to be starting, isn't it, to be getting intricate dies like this. And then also the bow, and of course on the back of each one, I will just show you, it does show you exactly how to use these and how they were intended to be used. So you've got like some little instructions as we're going on with them.
Oh, I love this. It does work out to be a 3 for 2. It's an amazing deal yet again, saving £14.99. If you do want to go for that particular set, 262142. And again, if you want to add that to your one-day special, the cost will be split into 3 equal payments. It's great, isn't it? Right, now we have got some 3D embossing folders for you. Now these are absolutely gorgeous. When you make and create your cards with these, you're going to make some stunning cards that I think people will keep and then even put on their walls as well, because they'll be so impressed.
Oh, they're focal centerpieces. I saw this trend coming through in the shops last year, and I bought a load of cards from that really expensive shop, brought them into the office, and I said, Leanne, this is where the trend's gone. People want these big focal statement pieces in the middle of their cards, just embossed, but it has to be 3D embossed.
Yeah.
If we could just do regular embossing folders, I wouldn't bother with this, but when you can do that 3D sculpting, this is totally the trend.
And what is the difference between regular embossing folders and 3D?
It's flat, then raised, then flat.
Okay.
3D folders are sculpted into that piece, right? So you've also got, when you've got scenes like this one, is a total scene. So you'll see you've got some bits in the background, some bits in the foreground. When you look at things like the belt, or even when you see the ribbons on this one, and the little berries, can you see the berries look round? That's the difference. The berries actually look round. The ribbon looks like it's dimensional. Can you see how that snowflake there looks like it's in the background? That's because it is in the background, and then there's more 3D embossing on top of it. That just shows you, it's the technology that they use when they're making cards en masse. We've made it so that you can have that technology in your own home. Yeah,
you can reproduce again and again and again. And if you want to get these home and then maybe make some cards for Christmas and sell them, even for your charities, this is going to be ideal for you. It's the gift that's going to keep giving, it really is. £26.94. If you want to go for these, you are getting the complete set of 6 there for you. 602240. We've also got another collection for you, and we'll pop over here, and this is your festive collection, 529669. It's the same technology, 3D embossing folders with some absolutely delightful results.
Oh, and do you know that doesn't have to be Christmas. That bow doesn't have to be Christmas. Those candles don't have to be Christmas. It could be winter weddings, for example, that believe. I mean, can you see how they really are truly dimensional cards? So clever.
They really are. And it doesn't have to be a card. Look at this box. I mean, that is a lovely idea. Using the embossing folder and then just layering it up to give that really true 3D effect. It really is amazing. £26.94. If you've never used 3D embossing folders before, now's the time to buy into it. 529669 is your item number, saving £15. Talking about saving, how about a happy hour deal?
Oh,
because
yes.
the money that you're saving, you could put towards your happy hour deal, where you're also saving. It's like a domino effect, isn't it? So for £9.97 today, here is your happy hour deal. Very busy for this. I love this collection. I love the Scandinavian collection. Great for Christmas, but you can also use this for other areas around the year as well. Doesn't have to be for Christmas, especially with that love heart and the birds in there. I think it's absolutely beautiful, and you do as well. That's why we're very, very busy. The price goes back up in 31 minutes to £25.95. I know. So if you do want to get it today. 259462 during this hour, and you'll only pay £9.97. It is an amazing deal. And thinking about it, if you want to add this to your one-day special, then that price is going to be split into 3 equal payments. Works out to be about £33.32
Well, you
today.
can buy a sandwich for that.
No, you can't buy a cup of coffee these days.
There you go.
Right.
No-brainer. Right. Did I say I was going to show you it?
Yes.
Right. As you saw, I went and stole it off the pack shot. So what I thought is, if you were doing Christmas decorations with these, right, this is your mixed media. I want you to see how we can cut mount board, right? So with a mount board, you know, it's what they wear. You can buy these in photo, you know, where you go and get photos mounted. And all we're going to do is go through the mount board into the base. Now, I'm not going to start with the metal because I shouldn't need the extra pressure, but we can always add it in and send it through another time if we do.
Sarah,
go on.
I've got some news for you.
Hit me with it.
80% now of the one-day special has gone. 80% of the stock has gone. So that's jumped up considerably over the past few minutes. That means people are checking out their baskets, whether it means that you're checking out your baskets to watch the demonstrations or you just need it and you want it. I don't want to rush you.
It's busier than it was this morning.
Yeah, it is.
She's just told me it's busier than it was this morning.
So check out your baskets.
Right, let's have a look. Now, let's have a look. I've got a tiny little bit there. I'm going to send that through one more time, just with the metal. So I know it's cut the outside, no problem. I just want a crisp cut. This is how you should do it at home. Don't always just think, oh, I'm just going to chuck all the plates through. I can. You try and use the least plates you can. If you've got plates at home that are like bananas, because you've been putting too much pressure through them.
It's true.
I do that with mine. I don't pay attention. I just do it. I'm really bad when I use the mixed media dies like this. Right, that's cut beautifully now. So now all you do, flick them little bits out. This is what I wanted. I didn't want to have to sit and poke them all out. I wanted to be able to show you that we could just flick that. And even on mount board, that has cut absolutely beautifully. So you imagine that now, Janice. Gild and wax that up to high heaven. Get a little bit of ribbon through that. I would be making Christmas cards, hanging these on the Christmas cards, so that people can get the card and take the bauble off. Our Christmas tree, I have two, I'll be honest. I have the one at the front of the house, so when you come in, that's all colour coordinated, whatever this year's theme is. Then I've got the one at the back of the house that's got the baubles on that my mum gave me, that I made when I was a kid, that my kids have been making, although some of my baubles are on the set next door. I don't know if you saw from our one day special. The kids have made, and I love little homemade things because you'll always remember that.
You will.
Oh, Sarah made
and it's
that
a little
for me.
story with it, isn't it? It's a memory. It's something there that's extra special. And I love that particular die because, again, you can use it for Christmas. You can use it for a wedding if you wanted. Two lovebirds are there coming together, and you're loving it as well. That is from the Happy Hour deal. Remember, that is still available, only just, but it is still available if you want to go for it. Details at the bottom of your screen.
Right.
Back to the one-day special.
I'm going to give you a bit of fabric cutting 101.
Oh, okay.
Right? So, what's the difference between a mixed media die and a regular die? If you're sitting at home wondering, let me put you out your misery, right? If you look at the two dies next to each other, they're actually made in a completely different way. So not only is a mixed media die thicker, but it's cast out of a different type of metal. So can you see the difference? This is a mixed media one. This is really thick. This is a thin metal die, and you can see how much thinner it is. Now, just think about it realistically. Oh, I tell you what, the camera work in here is unrivaled, Janice, unrivaled. So you can see this one here is going to cut through loads more fabric than what this one is, but it doesn't mean that they both can't cut fabric. So if I want to do this one here with the fabric dies, right? Whenever you're cutting fabric, you're always going to use the metal plate. And the reason it's important, think of a pair of scissors.
Okay.
We're cutting metal into metal. So you get that nice slicing effect because you don't want any little pips.
Right.
You know, when you've got so many fibres going all different ways, you don't want to miss any bits and have any pips.
Brilliant.
Metal into metal. Right.
Now, there might be some people watching at home who love to quilt and they're stitchers, but they've never used a die-cutting machine before. But now they're seeing this thinking, well, I don't have to get the templates out, I don't have to draw around, I don't have to cut them out individually. Maybe you've got dexterity problems and your cutting isn't as it should be. This is going to give you the chance now to use those dies, and there are so many dies out there that you can use to make and create your appliques.
To do your applique.
Yeah.
So this is, so if you're using the mixed media dies like the mixed media dies we've got in the happy hour deal, you're going to use it and you're not going to add, as I almost did, the magnetic plate.
Right.
You don't need it because basically this magnetic plate is exactly the depth that is the difference between the thin metal die and a mixed media die.
Perfect.
It's no accident.
Now, you may have noticed that the plates went through the Gemini, but then they came back as well. You've got the stop and reverse button on the Gemini as that extra functionality for
and
you.
I just did that to buy me an extra couple of seconds, and so that I didn't have to lean around and get it from the back. Now look at this, 10 layers of fabric, and I've done all different types of fabrics so that you can see it's not just like I've taken the same one 10 times, but I want you to see how on here, look, what a perfect cut. Can you see there are no pips, no little bits, no bother, nothing. Every one of them, Janice, is perfect.
That is beautiful, isn't it? And to be able to do that, knowing that each and every, in this case, butterfly is exactly the same. You don't have to get your scissors and trim round any ends off because it's perfect. It's crisp. Like a hot knife through butter. It's beautiful. Just think of the time that it's going to save you. Think of the creativity that it's going to allow you using your Gemini Junior in such a way. And you might have different areas in your home. Maybe you've got an area to do all your sewing and your stitching. Maybe you've got an area to do your card making. Well, with your Gemini Junior, you just pick it up.
Everything.
And you just take it around.
Or you're going to have a big Gemini for up in your craft room.
Yes.
And you're going to have your Junior for downstairs when you're in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Or when you're having a day in the conservatory.
Yeah.
Or when you're going off the caravan for the weekend.
Just like you have a computer, main computer in your home, and you might have a tablet computer that you take
goes off with you. Yep. Right, I'm going to do some fabric cutting now. I'm going to use 4 of them bits.
Yes.
But this time with the thin metal die. Now, the thin metal die, it's not a work of art. It can't cut through 10 layers of fabric, couldn't do it.
Okay.
But it can cut through 4, no problem. So I'm going to pop on the clear plate, then my magnetic, because remember this is a thin metal die.
Yes.
So it's not about the material you use that determines what sandwich combination you use. It is the type of die.
Right.
So when it's a thin metal die, whether we're cutting glitter card, whether we're cutting denim, or whether we're cutting fabric, you're still going to use the same combination.
Perfect.
So now I can do this, and I've even cut through 4 layers of that fabric, no problem.
How easy that is.
Yeah. And it's still giving you that nice crisp because I used the thin metal die, because I used the metal shim. I've got no pips.
You could even use that, couldn't you, with the love heart in the middle, which would be nice.
It's quite pretty.
Perfect.
Right.
Now, all the information about the Gemini Junior, all the plates that you need, you can learn from the booklet that comes with the machine. It's really easy to follow as well. And once you've got it, you've got it. You know, it would be like just making cookies at home and placing those cookie cutters. You'll know exactly what to do and where to place them. Absolutely perfect.
Well, once you've done it a few times, it becomes second nature.
Absolutely. It
Have
really
we got
will.
time for one last quick one? Right.
Go on then.
Janice loves this demo, it's her favourite demo, right?
I do,
So,
I really do.
recycling.
Other pops are available.
It is the inside of a drinks can. And I always show this because I don't want you to think I've been out and bought expensive craft metal. I want you to use what's left over in your house, right? You know that Tim Holtz die I said he only does dies for paper, but we managed to cut some denim with it?
Yeah.
Let's cut metal with it now.
Metal.
Right? So, because I want the extra pressure of the metal now, I'm going to leave the metal die in. And I'm going to use my snowflake die. Now, for the thin metal dies, you always have the base cutting plates. If you want a bit of extra pressure or you want a nice clean cut, you're going to add the metal.
Okay.
Then your material in your die cuts down into the metal. Your plastic shim, which is always using when you're doing dies, and your magnetic, which is what you're going to add if you're doing die cutting with the thin metal dies.
Okay.
Right? So then what I'm going to do, I'm going to offer this into the machine, and I'm going to give it, just because we're doing metal, I'm going to give it a double go. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to pause it, and I'm going to return.
Now, if you're using your Gemini Junior and you ever hear that clunk, that crack, That's good. I had somebody come up to me in one of the craft shows and says, oh, I'm using a die cutting machine and I hear a clunk every time the die goes through. That's good. It means it's doing its job.
Right, watch this. So, all I'm going to do now is start release this. Now, if you do this at home, be careful, because this is metal that we're working with, right? But all you're going to do is release all of this out, and look at that. All these little pieces are just going to pop out.
Isn't that
amazing? It gives you a perfect... From the can. I wanted you to see I didn't quickly switch it out for some real, you know, craft metal or something. I am literally using the inside of a drinks can.
And what it means is you're recycling, which is brilliant. Instead of putting it into the recycling bin, but do be careful, clearly, working with this. But it does give you a chance to, you know, give something back. Make and create something for the tree, maybe for something outside in the garden, to reflect the light, to reflect the candle. Especially, you know, if you've got something like this that's metal, that will reflect those LED lights perfectly. Absolutely love these.
But more bang for your buck, more use out of everything you've already got.
And just goes to show.
Invest in the machine, get 10 times more use out of the stuff you've already bought.
And that's why we're really busy. We are so busy. Future-proof your crafting by going for your Gemini Junior and that incredible bundle that we've got available for you. Your first payment of £46.66 today, and your P&P. Unless you're a Freedom member, then your P&P is included. And over 80% now of the stock has gone. Well, we might be doing something very different at 5 o'clock. Shall we take a look at what your Gemini Junior can do for you?
Introducing the Gemini Junior, a powerful, versatile and compact electronic die cutting and embossing machine from Crafter's Companion. Its industry-leading high-pressure system means this little machine delivers fantastic results from intricate dies and folders, all at a touch of a button. This compact yet powerful machine has a platform size of 6 inches by 8.9 inches, which provide for edge-to-edge cutting of half US letter and A5 size with thin metal dies, allowing you to cut materials such as thin cardstock, vinyl, craft metal and fabric. No cranking needed, as it will move the plates through automatically and quickly. Spend less time on preparation and more time on inspiration. The Gemini Junior has optical switches, making it hands-free and fully automated, with a built-in auto-reverse function for protection. It's easy to use, so you're always in control. Perfect for any crafter wanting to start their journey into die cutting and embossing. Its compact design makes it a superb addition to any craft workspace, perfect for anyone short of space. It has built-in handholds, meaning you can easily take it anywhere. The Gemini Junior is a universal die cutting and embossing machine that works with many brands of thin metal dies and embossing folders. All of the platforms that you need come included in the box, as well as a thick rubber embossing mat for intricate detail work on your dual-purpose cut and embossed dies. The addition of the metal cutting plate allows you to cut intricate dies in a single pass through the machine and enables you to cut multiple layers of fabric. In the box you'll receive the machine, a 6-piece metal die set and a 3D embossing folder to get you started. Powerful, compact and versatile, Gemini Junior, the electronic die cutting and embossing machine made by crafters for crafters.
It's a fabulous machine, it really is. And if you've got a die cutting machine at the moment and you need that upgrade, well, now's the time to do it, because this is the deal of deals. It really is. And it is that way because we've got the boss in, we've got Sarah in. And she said, right, well, if I'm coming in, then I want to do something extra special. And you really have.
Well, I don't get to come as often as I'd like. You know, I'm only down a couple of times a month. And I looked at this show and I said, do you know what? Yes, I remember when we put this collection of dies together, I wanted a lovely big launch, specifically in September, to go in with the Gemini, because this is the time of year when everyone's buying a machine. You'd think it would be Christmas in December. People ask for it for Christmas, but ask for it early so that they can get their use out of it. And I wanted to be able to stand here in front of you and genuinely say this is the best deal we've done worldwide on the Gemini Junior. This is the best deal you're going to be able to get, because I know we're the manufacturer, so I'm saying go and shop around, have a look, go and have a look everywhere else you can buy it. Nobody is doing a bundle with it's just shy of £62 worth of extras. And these aren't like old stock we've got in our warehouse that are bundled together in a goodie bag or anything like that. This is brand new product launches launching on this show. 3D embossing folder with the snowflakes, the beautiful matching stamps, a creator card, an edgeable, the word dies. This has been specifically designed for this show. And then right at the 11th hour, I said, you know what? If I'm going to say it's the best, we need even more. So we put the extra 2 stamp and die sets in with it as well. And they're literally just coming as a bonus.
Yeah, I think this is so great. The fact that you're getting all of this here today, you would probably buy the Gemini Junior and then go on to buy all of these because you'd be so excited when you get this home. So many different possibilities that you want to make and create. But the great thing is you're getting it all with your one-day special for £46.66. That's your first of 3 payments. It's interest-free payment as well. And if you are a Freedom member, then that is a delivered price directly to your door. So if we're talking about the value we've got with the extras, that's your £61.92.
Yes. But you know what I would be thinking?
Go on.
Right. How many of you have a big Gemini? How many of you have a big Gemini? And you might have been one of the people, because we've sold tons of them today, the extra plates.
Yes.
So if you're someone who's got the big Gemini, we're going to go for that details on the bottom of the screen there for the extra plates, because these plates go this way through your Junior, but they will go this way through your Gemini. If that's you and you're about to spend that £39.94, hold your horses, because if you love my new set of dies and stamps and embossing folders, and you want to get that collection, that's £61.92's worth, right? Say you were spending that £61.92 on this collection and the £39.94 on the extra set of plates. It is only, Janice, £38.13 more to also get the Junior machine. £38.13.
I think with FlexiBuy that works out to be £6.72 more than just buying the plates.
I know. Why would you not? And do you know what it is? A lot of people have the Gemini, want to add the Junior to the collection. And at first I thought, well, why would you? Why would you bother if you've got the big one? Why would you bother getting the Junior? But actually, it makes sense. And I've asked a lot of people, you know, I don't want to put them off. Hey, if you want to buy 2 machines, you buy 2 machines. I'm more than happy. But what it is people have got the big one, and that stays up. It generally craft rooms upstairs, up in the craft room. It's heavy, it's not really portable, it's the workhorse, it's up there. This is the one, because it is a lot, I have a feeling it's not that heavy.
It is, and do you know what, it's great because you've got the handles at the side so you can pick that up perfectly. But you can pop this into a bag with you, you can take it with you maybe to your friend's house.
Leonie always has hers in the back of the car, goes everywhere with her. Perhaps if you're going to a class, it's a die cutting class and you don't want to be queuing up to use the die cutting machine, you want to take your own. If you're working downstairs in the conservatory, you know, if you're not wanting to lug that big one around everywhere, but the little one you totally would.
Yeah, and it also gives you more space in your crafting room as well to craft. It's unrivaled pressure. It's the same pressure as the larger machine. It's a smaller machine that's convenient for you in your crafting areas. Right, 167172, over 80% of the stock has gone. You do need to check out your basket. Please don't leave it to final call because people can buy in between the hours. And that means that when it gets to final call and you're sitting there thinking, right, I'll check out now, and then it comes up the screen sold out, you'll have missed out. We don't want that. We want you to get this. We want you to enjoy it, and we know you will. Now, the happy hour deal, that is something that will end at the top of the hour. And your happy hour deal, you've got 13 minutes and 43 seconds and counting down to get hold of this and save £16. Only £9.97. Your P&P on top of that, unless you're a Freedom member. Or, if you're going for the one-day special, pop this into your flexi basket. Yes, do that. It becomes a flexi order, and then you're only paying a third of that £9.97 today. It's a lovely, wonderful collection. And that price is going back up at the top of the hour. Right, we're back with Sarah.
Right, OK.
We've got some more demonstrations for you. We've had some more emails as well. Can I read one that I've not read out? OK, this is from Helen. Hi, I bought the Gemini Junior last year. Couldn't really afford it, and I love it. Cuts through dies, my previous machines wouldn't. Must add that as it's so small, it can stay on my desk all the time. So glad I bought it. Thanks for the demonstrations
really
from Helen.
Actually, a lot of people can't fit the Gemini in the... I know Katie, one of the girls that works for me over in Germany, it has to go back up. It has to go back up on the shelf. She just can't leave it out. This is smaller than a piece of A4 paper.
It's got a smaller footprint.
And do you know what? It's really nice. What was that lady?
That was from Helen, yes.
What Helen said about not really being able to afford it. we are lucky that, I mean, Hochanda is one of our biggest partners worldwide, and the reason we love to work with them is, you know, we can bring you a great deal on the Gemini, but still at £139, that's not necessarily, a lot of people can't fork out that amount of money all in one go. There's only you that can do the whole interest-free flexible payments, and it just makes it so that regular people at home, like Helen, can get it, who perhaps would never have been able to justify that £140 on something for themselves. But you can if you're spreading it. To be honest, by the time you've finished paying for it, it's probably paid for itself in the use you've got out of it.
Yeah, it certainly is. It's a great way to buy. So do take advantage of Flexi Buy. Right, what we're going to take a look at now.
So I wanted to show you those 3D folders. You know, we talked about them. I want you to see them actually being used. So, a little bit of mirror card. They work fabulously well. They show the design's fabulous on mirror card. You can kind of see that sculpting on there as we were looking at it, right? Now, the sandwich combination you're going to use for 3D folders. For a regular folder, you'd have the 2 outside cutting plates. What you'll find is for 3D folders, it just won't work. And I can show you it just won't work, because you offer it in, it'll start feeding it to start with. Can you see? It just can't take it.
Yes.
It's too big. So if you get that, right, you're going to just reverse it back out, because you know it's not right. Whoops, I forgot it was a 3D folder. So I'm going to add on what you do for the 3D is you're going to add in the magnetic and also the plastic shim. And for some reason I find it works a lot better if you turn it upside down.
Really? I
don't know why that is. Get it to take it, but it's going to feed it through. And then what it does is, because it's 3D, it's going to push it into all those fibres. It's going to push the fibres of the card into every little nook and cranny on the machine there, on the embossing folder. And can you see how we've got, you can probably see it better on the back, I don't know if the camera will pick up the white, but when we get that white, you can see there, you can see how we've got different layers. So can you see how parts of the bowl look behind and part look like they're in the front? So when you have that on the metallic effect there, I mean, it does actually look like this bit of the bowl is in front of that bit of the bowl.
It does.
It's like
a magic
clever,
eye.
isn't it?
It is clever.
So clever.
Now, 85% of the stock has gone. 85% of the stock has gone. I don't want you to miss out. I want you to get this. We want you to get this because it is a fabulous deal. It really is, right here today with your one-day special. So 85% of the stock has gone. So congratulations to everyone that's checked out already. We are super busy. The phone lines are busy, but we are getting through your calls. We really are. So do bear with us. If not, go to the website. It's a great way to order, and you can shop ahead, you can read the reviews and just check out in your own time.
Right, I've got some metallic tissue paper, and I've used that snowflake, the 3D embossing folder that comes included. And what you've got is you've got bits of snowflakes that are more pronounced than others because it's 3-dimensional. Now, I would just think, if you were to go and buy this in a department store, and I've never seen embossed tissue paper available to purchase, but I think if it was, you would be paying a fortune for it to wrap the presents up. Now, you might buy these from the shops where stuff only costs £1.
Now, sometimes when you buy candles and you buy things like that, it comes with tissue paper all wrapped up, and then you get, and it's like white tissue paper.
I keep all of mine.
I
have a special box.
And then do this, because it will just change it completely. It will make it look expensive. It will feel expensive. And when you're wrapping your new gifts up, they're going to look sensational. They really, really are.
And you know, I always get a little bit and just like, you know, do this in the top of a gift bag. Yeah. And it looks so fancy with the bits of embossing on. And again, getting more use out of the stuff you've got. How many embossing folders have you got at home that you maybe don't use anymore? I can tell you now, you try and do this with a manual hand crank machine, it hasn't got the welly to put through layers and layers of tissue paper. It just can't do it.
If you want the welly, get the Junior. Definitely. No, I love that. I love that. It's unrivaled pressure. It will make all the difference to your crafting. It really, really will. And we wouldn't be saying that if we didn't believe in it. And we do. Sarah believes in it. And you believe in it because 85% of the stock of the one-day special has gone already. Now, you've only got 8 minutes left to get the happy hour deal.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, what a happy hour deal.
Fabulous. So remember, the two with the birds in, those are mixed media dies as well. So we're going to cut through things like your mamba, leather. You could be doing little birdie handbag charms, Janice, and then gild and waxing them up. Or if you're doing things you don't use with your mixed media paints, they will be fabulous to do that with. And that price, honestly, just ridiculous.
It is £9.97. Oh my! Saving £16 today. Add it to your one-day special and split that cost into 3. It's a brilliant way to buy from us here at Hochanda. 259 462. Please get that. Don't miss out. So many of you taking advantage of that. Right, back to the one-day special. back to the exceptional value that you're getting with this. And if we're just going to change the details to the one-day special. If you want to go for this, it really is an incredible deal. Now's the time to check out. Maybe you've been watching the show, watching the demonstrations, thinking, right, when do I check out my basket? Well, I would do it right now, because remember, we've got the final call at 5 o'clock. People can buy in between the hours. They watch the show on repeat, they come home from work, and they'll start to buy. So make that decision, check out your baskets, and take advantage of this incredible deal today.
Do you know what it is, Janice? You're going to buy one of these machines eventually. If you don't get it today, you're going to buy it at some point. I know just in our company what we're working on, the innovation, the design, the detail, that really laser cut look that's in. I know how hard we're pushing it in terms of pushing the limits of how detailed we can get in our dies. Some of the technology we're working on for next year in die cutting, it really is off the chart. But to achieve all of that, you need pressure.
Yeah,
you need pressure. So I can tell you, hand on heart, you will buy an electronic die cutting machine at some point. You will get it, whether it's today, whether it's next year, you will buy it at some point. The cost of the machines is never going to come down. No. They're never going to, if anything, they will go up. Well, you might have seen, you know, our original Gemini, over the course of time, materials become more expensive, the exchange rate, with Brexit happening, literally, the price of machines will not fall. They can only go up, or at best stay the same. We don't do deals like this all the time. I mean, literally, this is the deal. This is the best deal we've ever done on the Gemini, so that if you are wanting to get it, to make use out of it for all of your Christmas die cutting, today is the day to do it. So I'm just thinking, if you're going to get it at some point anyway, why not get it and have the use out of it? All we've heard in all the emails people have sent in is people saying, I wish I'd got it sooner. I feel an idiot for not getting it sooner. I didn't think it was going to be as good as Sarah said it was on the TV until I've got home and tried it. Don't take our word for it. While we're between the shows, go and have a look on the internet. Search for it on YouTube. See all of the masses and masses of tutorials. See all the big bloggers. They all use the Gemini machine.
Our crafters here on Hochanda as well, all the demonstrators, they use the Gemini machines because they are under pressure. They've got to get the demonstrations out. We're live on television. It needs to work each and every time. So you'll see that machine always on the counter. Of course, other die machines are available, but this is your electronic die cutting machine with unrivaled pressure. And it's future-proofing your crafting. It means you can keep moving forward and craft with new members of the family as well. And you'll be able to do that because you're saving so much money. You'll be able to invite them round with confidence and buy more materials to make and create. It really is a sensational deal. Let's take a look at what you're getting with that one-day special. You're getting your Gemini Junior, which will cut through an assortment of materials for you. You're getting the plates. All the information you need about the plates and the usage is in with the box, so you'll be able to look at that. You'll get the hang of it. And the price on their own for the plates, £39.94. Well, they're included. You do get your storage bag with that particular price down the bottom, but think about the price of those plates. They're included as well. And then...
But then this is the bonus. So bear in mind, this is the brand new collection that we've got to launch for this show. So you've got that amazing two-part. So to create a card-style die, which has got two halves to it. So you're going to be able to cut either the Christmas tree in the front of the card or just this beautiful frame. We've got the matching edgeable die, we've got the matching sentiments, the little collection to go with it, the stamps that match, the 3D 4D you just saw me using on the snowflake paper to create our own embossing paper. You've also got things like, you know, your stamp and die sets. I wanted to be able to stand up my hand and say this was the best deal we'd ever done, so we just kept putting more and more in it.
You did.
£61 worth and 92 pence worth of value. That is coming, essentially, these are like your bonus goodies that come in when you get your Gemini.
It is an incredible deal. So many of you are taking advantage of it. Now, Sarah is back at 3 o'clock.
Oh, with my signature collection.
Yes, which is very exciting. And then we're back at 5 o'clock for the final call for your Gemini Junior. But remember, people do shop in between the hours. So please do check out your baskets and then sit back and watch the rest of the shows today. It's been great to have your company, Sarah.
It's been a fabulous show.
Great to have your company too. Stay right where you are because we've got plenty more coming up. See you in a bit.